Okay, let's take a look at something we are not great at. We need to stop taking the long goal kicks and losing possession in our own area. We need to hold the ball. Here's Andre lining up to take a goal kick. We are going to go long and lose it right away to number 11. It's something we do most of the time, losing 50-50 balls, especially when they're in the air. We need to play to our strengths and keep it on the ground. We do end up getting the ball back for a minute, but lose it again pretty quickly, and it ends up over here in the corner with Andre on the ball again. Nobody showing to support him, so he decides to try to go long again. There's number 11 again. This time no one's in front of him, so he takes it directly into the area, gets tripped up, and we concede the penalty kick. Obviously, they score the PK, and we are left another goal down and wondering what happened. Well, let's take a look. First of all, where is everyone? We're all out of position. The goalkeeper should be on the ball there and the center back's next to him. So let's break it down. Here we have our regular starting formation. We all know it now, 4-2-3-1. And now we will take a look at what it's supposed to look like when we take a goal kick. Goalkeeper on the ball, center backs inside the box, left and right back spread all the way out to the sideline. One defensive mid short, one a little deeper. The deeper left-sided defensive mid spot will always be taken by the number 10. The left and right wings up high and wide, and the striker by himself up front. The inside left midfield spot is the confusing one. Whoever's playing number 10 has to be there. One number 6 is short, one is a little deeper, and the number 10, again, has to take that inside left position on the goal kicks. The number 9, the striker, gets to go wherever he wants to try to find some space. Now let's bring in the other team and see how this sort of plays out. We have the 2 center backs and the shorter number 6, who we will call the pivot here, creating the base triangle. If the other team's forwards decide to go out to the center backs, the goalkeeper can go directly up to the pivot, and off we go. If they don't like that and decide to cover them, that should leave one of the center backs open, and off we go that way. Of course, it's the same for the left center back. For this example, we'll use the left center back. The goalkeeper passes him the ball, and every player on the left drops in. That's why we start so high. And then that brings the other team in with them, and it should start to create some lanes like this, going directly to the left winger. If that were to happen, all the players would move up, including our other center back, to get our offsides line in order. That would cause the other team to go after them. And that's really the key thing here, is that wherever you move, you will be moving the opposition players with you. So we're trying to move them out of the way. Right here, the 11 and the 10 are in front of the left back. If the 11 goes forward, bring the other team's right back with him. At least it will have to make a decision. If he decides to go with the 11, our left back can now carry the ball up. If he decides to go to our left back, now our number 11 is open. We could go to the 10, and then the 10 goes to the 11, and we're off. Or we could even go directly. Left back goes straight over to the 11. But if the left back doesn't think he could get it around the other player, he could always go back to the left center back, our number 5. And if he were to do that, it would shift the other players accordingly to either get open for the ball or drag the other team's players away from our player on the ball. And if the other players don't follow, that opens up options going the other way. Now we can flip from the left and start to move into the center, where we see that we have space and a numerical advantage. The center backs have to start making some tough decisions, and either way, we have options. Remember that the ultimate goal is to score on the other team. And eventually, they're going to figure this out, and they're going to start pressing higher, which is going to give us more openings, but we have to talk about it. The keeper has to be in contact with the center backs, telling them, hey, We can go long now. The keeper can either go long himself, or the center backs can drop in closer and do a one-touch, hit it on the roll and go long, just like that. Our other outfield players can see it too and start to tuck in. They come in so they can go back out when the ball goes long, like this. Touch it over to the center back and into the space that the right wing just created. Remembering about off the ball movement, the number 9 can go left, giving the number 7, our right wing, space to run into and score. Now let's take a look at our other issue, holding possession of the ball. This clip starts off fine, positionally and possession-wise. Kaleo making a run, Luke supporting him up front, just slightly too heavy of a touch. We lose the ball. Now watch what happens when Andre receives the ball. This is something that happens quite a bit when either Andre or Mason get the ball with time. The rest of the players don't have any urgency. No one's trying to get open because, hey, it's okay, Andre's got it. We left him with no other option but to go long, and we know what happens when we go long. We lose possession. This isn't an exact duplicate of how we were positioned at that time, but it's similar and a way we found ourselves quite a bit in this game. We have Andre or Mason over here, number 4, stuck in the corner. In this example, the right back is up ahead of 2 players and out of reach of the number 4. The number 6s are too far to the middle, and the center back's left with no option but to go long. The right back in this example could move forward and wide, either pulling the player with him or creating space for a pass. The other center back, or especially one of the center mids, should step into the space and give the number 4 another passing option. At the very least, it will either drag one of the other opposition players to cover him, or if not, and they leave him open, it creates passing lanes and off we go. Another really important aspect of the right back going wide, the midfielders coming over, is that it creates an overload on this side, and we still have our goalkeeper as an option, so the number 4 can pass it to him, and then we can flip play and switch field. This is something we already occasionally do, and it is normally successful those times we do try it. Now let's see some examples. Remember, these guys are pros, but the principles are the same, and you can see what it should look like.